Hey there. As you know, I'm a big wrestling game fan. You know, I like playing WWE 2K games. One day I kind of do plan on, I do plan to do wrestling video games on YouTube. I just got to figure out how. And I got to fix my schedule a little bit more. Long story, but yeah, don't watch that. But yeah, these are legends that I would like to see either back in or a different variation of. And I want to also talk about wrestlers I think they should remove or I think they will remove. I'm looking at 2K there. So we're going to start off with guys who I'd like to see either return or join 2K19. First off, Nation of Domination. That is a must. With the 4-on-4 finally debuting in 2K, and I pray to God they don't take it out ever. As a lot of matches I want to do it, it's Heart Foundation versus Nation Domination, DX, Bury the New Day. But yeah, I want to see them back. I was upset the first time we took it out of the game. I pray to God they get put back. And we're with Godfather going to Hall of Fame last year, and Mark Henry going in this year. Maybe the chances are higher. And speaking of Mark Henry, I want to see the 2011 version of Mark Henry, the Hall of Pain. That was Mark Henry at his peak. I love playing that Mark Henry 2K games. The current Mark Henry, you know, he's past his prime, not as good. 2011 Mark Henry, I had fun with that guy. Which game was it? Was it I think it was 2K 14, I think. I don't know. 14 or 16. But when they had the 3 or 4 Mark Henrys, I love playing as the Mark Henry. And with Raw 25, a lot of legends coming back for that night. I wonder if any of these legends on the show will come back. As for my third pick, 1-2-3 Kid. It's not the first time Sean Waltman's going to be on this list, but we'll get to that. I would love to have like all 5 members of the clique during the New Generation days, you know, Razor Ramon, Diesel, the New Generation, Babyface, Shawn Michaels, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and 1-2-3 Kid. I've always liked 1-2-3 Kid. I liked X-Pac during those years because he was very quick. I felt he was as quick as kind of reminded me of Flash. And it's like we've seen X-Pac, we've seen Six. So let's throw 1-2-3 Kid in there. Give the kid a chance. And speaking of Sean Waltman, X-Pac. And you know what? Let me also throw New Age Outlaws in there from now. Because I want to see all 5 members of DX there. Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Outlaws, and X-Pac. I need to do some serious 4-on-4s with those guys. It really bugged me that New Age Outlaws and X-Pac were taken out. I never understand why X-Pac got taken out, but New Age Outlaws and X-Pac. These are some serious 4-on-4s. And it's like, when it comes to cause, you know, creating wrestlers, New Age Outlaws is better when they're actually in. Cause is just not the same for them. Billy Gunn, yeah, Road Dogg, works through the entrances, the talking, and the music. It just isn't the same. And I really don't want to put DX in there and, you know, keep their 90s look. I wouldn't mind their modern day look. I don't know about X-Pac because he didn't wrestle WWE this decade. But yeah, man, I want to see all of DX in. But there's some serious matches again. I want to do DX versus the Nation. Now we got 4-on-4. DX versus Heart Foundation. And speaking of Sean Waltman again, 6. I mean, sure, we probably won't get Hogan for again or for a while. Oh well, it is what it is. But it's nice to have NWO. We got Hall, Nash, 6. Just those NWO gear on Randy Savage. And we're good to go. And we just get a downloaded Hulk Hogan. Again, 4-on-4. There's some serious matches I need to do with these guys. NWO versus DX, NWO versus Nation Domination, NWO versus Heart Foundation, NWO versus Team WWF in the late 90s and early 2000s. There's a lot to do with these guys versus the Four Horsemen. A lot to do with these guys. And now we're off DX and all the stables. Now onto the tag team scene. The Dudley Boys, they're going to be in the Hall of Fame this year, so they're obviously going to put back their recent. I feel they're going to put back their recent Dudley Boys in. But when it comes to the primes and younger versions, now, this is hopes. We finally get the 2 versus 2 versus 2 triple threat ladder matches or TLC matches, whichever, don't matter. We've been asking and begging for this for years, 2K. Us wrestling fans, we've been wanting to see this match in for years. And if we get this match, we need in their tag team primes, in their young days, 2000 and 2001, Dudley Boys, Hardy Boys, and Edge and Christian. No better way to bring back these match than bringing back these guys with it in their, with that state of who they were at that period of the time. Fans would go nuts for that. Coming next up, modern Shawn Michaels. Keep Prime. I'm just saying, why can't we have 2 Shawn Michaels? These Shawn Michaels. Because I don't want to, I like Prime Shawn Michaels, but, I feel Prime Shawn Michaels in 2000s Shawn Michaels, a comeback run. Russell, a little bit different. And number 2, Prime Shawn Michaels doesn't work with every wrestler. Okay, when I face guys like AJ Styles, Eddie Guerrero, Daniel Bryan, I want the comeback Shawn Michaels for those guys. It just doesn't work the same with me for Prime Shawn Michaels. I want the veteran and smarter wrestler Shawn Michaels. Don't get me wrong, keep Prime Shawn Michaels. Don't take them out. Keep them in. And add a second Shawn Michaels. That's all I'm asking. And speaking of second models, give us a modern day Ric Flair. Yeah, man, put in Ric Flair so you can make Evolution. You have his body in the game as a manager. You can make what do you call it? When you make the double superstar and add his body towards his prime, but it doesn't make sense with the stats and all that. Yeah, man. Modern day Ric Flair, so you can face a couple of the new guys and stuff. And have Evolution with all 4 members. Worse too, we now have 4-on-4. There's so much things we as wrestling fans want to do with these. Next stop, Yokozuna. I don't understand why he hasn't been in. You got Bam Bam Bigelow, Vader, Earthquake, Typhoon. But no Yokozuna. That's just, when you're just missing something, or even missing that ingredient, or you're missing the icing for the cake. Yeah, just to top it all off, Yokozuna would make it so perfect. Want to do a fatal 4-way with the fast round dudes. Whether it's the early 90s version or the comeback version with the long braids and the beard. I kind of like that Yokozuna. So much dream matches to do. I love to have him face The Rock and stuff. Yeah, man, give us back Yokozuna. Next one, I have no idea why they took him out the fucking game this year. That annoyed me. Brian Pillman. So why'd you do that? Another guy I'm annoyed they took out. Arn Anderson. We like using Arn Anderson. Why would you take him out? I don't get that. Arn Anderson's in, but Larry Zbyszko stays. We're gonna get to him. That's nonsense. And this next list I'm about to bring up is guys who I want removed or might get removed. Not saying I want them all, but some of them I want gone. Some of them, realistically, they might get the fuck out of this game. But every year they take people out. First person they might take out, and I kind of want out now because I have no use for him. Albert. Don't care. Next. Bushwhackers. I never wanted them in the first place. Who asked for these guys? Next, who might get moved out? I'm not asking them to get moved out, but one of them, they're inevitably going to be gone. Next one, Enzo and Big Cass. WB blackballed Enzo. So you don't know. They're not putting him in. End of story. Big Cass might be in hot water because I was a tag team partner. Next up, Darren Young. I can't see him being in the next game, nor do I want him. He got released, so peace out. Don't really need him. DDP 92, I feel needs to go. Greg Valentine needs to go. Larry Zbyszko needs to go. How the fuck does Arn Anderson get kicked out, but Larry Zbyszko stays? That don't make no sense. I feel they might remove Tatanka. It was good for the one time, but I don't need him to be there. Next guy, okay, let me read this Japanese guy's name properly. Tatsumi Fujinami. If I'm saying that wrong, sorry about. I don't really care about this dude or know him that much, but yeah, I think he's gonna get out. Kind of useless at this point. Next one, both big boss mans. I'm just not interested for them to stay in the game. I'm really not. And last person who I wouldn't mind leaving or might get removed, Papa Shango. Never used him. Could live my life without playing as him. Replace Papa Shango with Kama from Nation of Domination. So how much guys is that out that I think should either should get out or will get out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 guys out. Yeah, man, you can do a lot with those 14 empty spots if you get those guys the fuck out. And oh yeah, one more thing. They need to separate Western Mortician Undertaker from the rest of those 90s Undertakers. Western Mortician wrestles completely different than the rest of the 90s Undertakers. Different moves, different place of walking, different stats, different entrances. And also, too, please put back in Paul Bearer as a manager. That made no friggin' sense taking him out. And my last list. Character changes I want. See, not a lot of people catch this, but 2K does some character changes last night in 2K18. I'll name you a couple as example. Usually have the Vader time, WWF Vader. This time they put in the early 90s Vader, 92 to 93 era. Lex Luger, they usually put in his 1995 to 1997 Monday Night Wars era. And this time they put in the early 90s version of Lex Luger. So a couple of character changes. Here's a couple of character changes I like. Big Show 2000 into the Giant. The Giant can be used for so much. Put him in NWO or WCW's NWO matches. Recreate Goldberg versus the Giants. I could really use that. I wouldn't mind seeing Sting 91 turn into Sting 1990 from Great American Bash. One of his career-defining moments. I kind of felt that when they first brought in Surfer Sting in 2K15, he was awesome. But I felt after that, like whether it's wrestling as him or wrestling against him, he's felt disappointed and just not as strong as he should be. So I feel Great American Bash 1990s thing, they'll make him stronger and Russell like the top guy again. Next up, Andre the Giant into his 70s to early 80s babyface version. This is Andre at his strongest, his quickest, his best, most dominant. I wouldn't mind seeing real prime Andre instead of past prime Andre they have from the early 90s with this one. And back to DDP again. Replace DDP 92 with DDP 2000, whether it's a separate model or alternate attires. In all seriousness, I have no use for DDP in 92. I would play like Sting against him 1-2 times, or yeah, Sting facing him 1-2 times. Did I use Bret Hart against him? No, I don't think so. I'm gonna play that match later on. But yeah. Placement 2000, I'd like to have the option of using 90 long hair version of DDP or 2000 short hair version. Because, like, let's say when I face The Rock and I try to make it like a what if scenario of WCW versus WWF in 2000, or the invasion of SummerSlam 2001 when it was supposed to be Rock versus DDP but didn't. So I'd like to recreate that fantasy booking scenario. Turn Polka Dot Dusty into NWA Dusty, please and thank you. And last but not least, please change Booker T 2002 to either modern day Booker T and or 2000 Booker T. I'm sick of 2002 Booker T, not interested anymore. Give me modern day Booker and or 2000 Booker, would love them both. Because 2000 Booker, I want to do some WCW rematches with him as the main eventer, or some dream scenarios, or have Team WWE versus Team WCW in 2000 and have, you know, the 2000 version of Booker T when you book at its strongest. So yeah, you guys let me know, what character changes would you want? What guys would you like to see remove? Who do you think they might remove? And who do you want to see join the 2K19 roster this year?